Good morning. My name's Barb. I'm the author of the Diaries of Liberty the Pug. This is Liberty right here. I have a couple of treats for her today, so she'll sit here a moment because she's always busy and always sleeping some corner of the home. There we go, Libby. Liberty is my co-author, and she helps me write the books because it's Liberty's story. You see, Liberty is blind, and Liberty started her life in a puppy mill, which is not a good place. But what she talks about in all her stories is the good times, finding her home, her friends, and her family. Let me give them one more treat each, and then I will start reading to you. I read Liberty's books every week to try and help children worldwide take care of their pets and understand that we need to take good care of them every day. Today, I'm going to be reading from the Diaries of Liberty the Pug, The Arrival of Pippa. You want to look at too? They're written as if Liberty has written them herself. And today we're reading Park Adventure. You see them all there? We take a stroller to the park. We take a stroller because Liberty gets tired when she's at the park. And sometimes Pippa does too. Park Adventure. We're going for a walk today at Kiwanis Park. I'm glad it's only a short distance away from our house in the truck because Ebony Rose gets very vocal, loud, and excited in the truck when she knows we're off to the park. Good girl. Daddy is putting our harnesses on for us. We have not gone for a walk in the park for a while. Arizona has very hot summers, and pug dogs like us find it difficult to breathe in the heat. Now that summer is over and the weather is cooler, we're very excited to be going out. Pugs have very flat faces. They're called brachycephalic. And they have very short noses, so if they go out when it's too hot, very difficult for them all to breathe. So we keep them inside, cool for the summer. But now, in this chapter, they're going for their walk. We each have a different colored set of harness and leash to wear. My harness and leash is my favorite color, red. Red brings out the color of my beautiful fawn coat. My coat is admired by all whom I greet and who meet me. You like the pictures, Liberty? Ebony Rose has a black harness and a black leash. Black is right for Ebony Rose on her beautiful shiny black coat. Ebony Rose likes to stay in the shadows. She prefers to observe rather than be noticed. Are you like that? Do you like to watch and sometimes not join in? That's okay too. Pippa has a pink harness and purple leash. Pink and purple are good colors for Pippa to show that she likes to be the center of attention. She likes to prance around and melts everyone's heart with her large eyes that look like they belong in a cartoon character. Her lovely little face and wagging tail, bright colors for a bright spark. That's what Mum said. Mum picked out the colors to show off our personalities. It helps to have different colors for the leashes when Mum and Daddy are swapping the leashes around so they know who has hold of whom. All three of us pugs have a chuckle on our walks as Mum and Daddy try to trade pugs and leashes. Daddy always manages to get at least one of our leashes wrapped around his walking cane and another leash around one of his legs. We all double over laughing, including Mom and Daddy. Daddy has to turn around several times and step over our leashes to get his legs untangled. Pippa is no help because she never stands still and often keeps running in circles, making our tangled leashes even more tangled. Anyone looking on must think we are all very amusing. We arrive at the park early this morning. Mum sits Pippa in my stroller to keep her out of mischief, while Ebony Rose and I are lifted out of the truck by Daddy. We walk down the slope towards the duck pond. Mum is pushing pushed Pippa in my dog stroller. Suddenly Pippa decides she wants to get out of the stroller and walk with us. Uh-oh, what do you think's going to happen? Mum lifts Pippa up in her arms and out of the stroller. But wait, Mum's stroller just keeps on moving. My stroller goes rolling down the slope right into the lake, full of ducks. We stop and watch, not believing our eyes, as my stroller sails into the lake. My dog stroller is now floating in Kiwanis Lake. The ducks paddle off rather quickly, making a really loud noise. My stroller stays afloat, and lucky for us, at that very moment, a park and recreation truck drives by. The driver, a kind man, gets out of his truck and pulls my stroller to safety with a very long rake. I'm worried about my stroller being lost or wet, but to my surprise, my blanket is not wet. My stroller has been floating on top of the water. There is just some pondweed hanging off my stroller's wheels. Mum and Daddy burst into laughter about the stroller in the lake with the ducks, and I say it's a good job no pugs were in the stroller. I'm thankful I was not in my stroller. I cannot swim. The stroller might have floated with my weight in it. Do you think Libby's a little cuddly? Do you think about what could happen if you make a mistake? I know my mum and daddy will be more careful walking with my stroller. Down a slope, every decision you make has consequences. Do you think about it when you have to make a decision? Make sure they're right decisions. Because what I did was the wrong decision. I let Pippa out before I put the brake on the stroller. That's why the stroller ended up in the lake. Want to see the stroller in the lake? There it is. That's my chapter for today, and Libby's little true story. Everything in Liberty's books is true. We always tell the stories. Tomorrow is going to be, or next week it will be water, water everywhere. Thank you for listening to Liberty's story today. Remember, you can see us on Facebook, you can see us on her website, you can see us on Twitter, and you can see us on Instagram. And if you want to purchase any of her books, you can just tap on her website. Thank you. See you next week.